Today we will be talking about Cuscuta, more commonly known as dodder. Dodder is a parasitic weed that can cause problems in many fields in today's farming systems. Cuscuta, or dodder as I will be referring to it, is a very dangerous weed that can spread rapidly. Therefore, knowing how to identify and manage this weed is critical to preventing any dispersal. Cuscuta can be found throughout temperate and tropical regions around the world, with the greatest species diversity in subtropical and tropical regions. There are only 4 species native to Europe with cool temperature climates. The dodder weed is characterized by thin stems and small, scale-like leaves that grow low to the ground. As you can see here, the weed tends to coil around its host stem. The dodder weed is a parasitic weed which stems coil around the host plant's stem and retrieves nutrients from its host plant in order to survive. The dodder weed, once it coils around, penetrates the stem and takes the nutrients, can reduce the yields of the host plant rapidly since it decreases the quality and lifespan of its host plant. The dodder weed produces flowers that range in color from white, pink, or yellow, as can be seen in the photo here. The colors vary by season and by location. Cuscuta is a parasitic vining plant that extracts food and nutrients from its host plant because it lacks chlorophyll. For that reason, the dodder weed is most commonly in the color of a pale yellow-orange. Dispersal of the dodder weed can happen with seed dispersal that can be spread through animals, water, wind, and machinery. Therefore, one of the most common preventative practices can be sanitation of equipment. It is very crucial to ensure that when removing the dodder weed that the seeds do not get dispersed any further to prevent the dodder weed from spreading more than necessary. The dodder weed, as can be seen in this photograph, spreads low to the ground and spreads to different host plants. Once it has taken over one host plant, it can reach to another host plant, and so on and so forth. The dodder weed spreads rapidly and can affect yield significantly. Crop yields are significantly reduced because the dodder weed slows plant growth, shades out host plants, and kills the crop. For management, we like to follow a PAMS approach. As I mentioned before, preventative measures can be sanitation, planting non-host crops, and planting dodder-free seeds. Avoidance can be removing the dodder weed as soon as it is visible, before it spreads out, as seen here. Prevention and avoidance are crucial in managing the dodder weed spread. To monitor the dodder weed, the fields need to be reviewed every day to ensure that more dodder weed isn't growing. For suppression, different methods can be used, such as hand pulling, cultivation, burning, cutting, and mowing, as well as several chemical controls are recommended for post and pre-emergent herbicides. It is important to manage dodder weed to avoid spreading like this. The dodder weed is a very common problem in fields in North Carolina. If you'd like to learn more about the dodder weed, click on the link here to read more about how the dodder weed smells out its host plants, such as the tomato plant, which happens to be its favorite host crop. NPR gives a story, and you can click on the link to hear more. Thank you for your time, and read on to learn more about the dodder weed and how you can identify and know about it, and finally, how you can manage it to the best of your ability.